For those of you keeping track at home and watching these videos in order, you'll notice that the only two numbers I haven't done yet between 1 and 12 are 7 and 11. That's because the tests that I chose to use for them are kind of weird, but they're related to each other. So let's get down to it. A natural number is divisible by 7 if and only if the difference of the number without its last digit and twice its last digit, oops, not possessive, twice its last digit is divisible by 7. Okay, so a natural number is divisible by 7 if and only if the difference of the number without its last digit and twice its last digit is divisible by 7. So the way this test works is I'm going to take the number, cut off the last digit, double it, and subtract it from what's left. And I'm going to keep doing that until I notice that the number I have is either divisible by 7 or not divisible by 7, because I can keep repeating this test to see if the new number is divisible by 7. All right, so here I go. Here's an example. Is 58,113,125 divisible by 7? So first, I take this number, I take off this last digit, so instead of having the 5 here, I'm going to get rid of that. 5 times 2 is 10, so I'm going to subtract 10 from 5,811,312. Okay, that may be a little confusing, but let me go through it again. What I did was I took the entire number, axed off the last digit, doubled the last digit, and then I'm going to subtract that from the rest of it, from the 5,811,312. That gives me 5,811,302. I have no idea if 5,811,302 is divisible by 7, so what I'm going to do is run this test again. Take the last digit, this 2 off, take 2 times 2, which gives me 4, and subtract 4 from what was remaining. So subtracting here will give me a 26 at the end. But now I'm down to 581,126. I'm still not sure if that's divisible by 7, so I'm going to go again. Take off this 6. I'm going to write it down first so I don't forget. So take off the 6, double it for 12, and then subtract 12 here. That will get me to this number, which is 58,100. I'm still not sure, so I'm going to ditch the 0. 0 times 2 is 0. Subtract 0. Great, I'm at 5,810. Still not sure. Get rid of the 0. Double the 0. Gives me 0. Subtract. I'm at 581. I'm still not sure, so let me go one more time. Although if you knew how 7s fit together, you might be good. So 1 times 2 gives me 2. Get rid of this 1. Subtract 2. 58 minus 2 is 56. 56 is divisible by 7. Okay. So 7 divides 56. So 7 divides 581. 7 divides 5,810. 7 divides 58,100. 7 divides 581,126. 7 divides 5,811,302. and whatever this number is. Did I say that one yet? 5,811,312 and 58,113,125. Now, you could make the argument that it would have been easier to just divide by 7. And if that is how you feel, then that's your test for 7. Do the division, see if you get a remainder. If this is easier because it's methodical, you only have to double numbers and subtract them, then this is another option. Okay, so here's a divisibility test for 7. Here's an example of it. Let's do one more example of it. So I want to know, is 177,694 divisible by 7? Let's do this same thing. Take off the last digit, double it. 4 times 2 gives me 8. And subtract from what's remaining. So you have 17,761. Take off the last digit, double it, subtract from what's remaining. Leaves me with 1,774. Take off the last digit, double it, subtract from what's remaining. Leaves me with 169. Take off the last digit, double it. 9 times 2 is 18. Subtract. Leaves me with -2. -2 is not divisible by 7. 7 does not divide -2. So 7 does not divide 177,694. Okay. So there's a test for 7. Take that last digit off, double it, subtract from what's remaining. So, a natural number is divisible by 11 if and only if the difference of that number without its last digit and its last digit is divisible by 11. Okay, this is similar to the test for for 7, but except instead of doubling the last digit and subtracting it, I'm just going to take the last digit off and subtract it. So let's do a couple examples. Is 32,860,806 divisible by 11? So I'm going to take this number. I don't know if that's divisible by 11 by looking at it, so I'm going to take off the 6 and subtract it from the rest. So that'll leave a 74 at the end. And 3,286,074. I still don't know. Take off the 4 and subtract it from the end. I'm still not sure. Take off the 3 and subtract it from the end. I still have no idea. Take off the 7 and subtract it from the end. Get me down to 3,278. I still don't know. Take off this 8 and subtract it from the end. 9, a 1, and a 2. Sorry, a 3. Finally, I'm still not sure. Take off this 9 and subtract it from the end. 31 minus 9 is 22. 22 is definitely a multiple of 11. That is to say, 11 divides 22, which means 11 divides 32,860,806. Okay, just like the test for 7, just taking the last digit. Okay, one more example. I want to know if 630,998 is divisible by 11. Take out the last digit and subtract. Is it the 1, 9, 0, 3, 6? Okay, I don't know yet. Take off the 1 and subtract. 6308. Still not sure. Take off the 8 and subtract. Gives me 622. Still not sure. Take off the 2 and subtract. Gives me 60. 11 does not divide 60. Okay, I know 11 does not divide 60, which means 11 does not divide 630,998. Okay, so with our last two tests, our test for 7, take the last digit off, double it and subtract. And our test for 11, just take the last digit off and subtract it. We have all of our tests from 0 through 12, or sorry, from 1 through 12.